They said love in a school like Zambezi High was impossible. But when Kofi and Amina's hearts collided, the whole town would soon learn that love doesn't ask for permission, it tests your courage instead. It all began on a sunny morning during assembly. Kofi, known across the school for his mischief, tried to impress the girls on stage, only to trip spectacularly, his uniform covered in chalk dust. Amina, sitting in the front row, laughed so hard that Kofi's cheeks burned bright red. He wanted to be angry, but the sparkle in her eyes melted him, and just like that, something began between them. Amina was smart, witty, and disciplined, while Kofi was clever but mischievous, always looking for shortcuts. Somehow, their differences drew them together. They started spending time on school projects, and though Kofi's attempts to cheat tests were met with eye rolls from Amina, their conversations lingered longer than either expected. When the school announced an inter-school quiz competition, both were chosen as team leaders. The rivalry was fierce, other schools had heard of their talents, and rumors swirled that the winning team would get scholarships. Kofi's best friend Malik teased him endlessly about Amina, trying to get under his skin. Kofi, in his usual over-the-top style, tried to impress her, but ended up tripping over a chair during science practice. Amina laughed, and for Kofi, that laugh became the soundtrack of his heart. Things got complicated when Kofi tried to confess his feelings with a note. Unfortunately, it fell into the wrong hands. The note read, "I adore you like a goat loves grass," and by lunchtime, the entire school had seen it. Amina couldn't help but laugh, but a part of her wondered if Kofi really meant what he wrote. After school, they would walk home together along the dusty roads, talking about their dreams and fears. Kofi learned that Amina wanted to become a doctor to help her village, while Amina discovered Kofi's mischievous ways hid a brilliant mind. Yet, there was a shadow following them sometimes, a silent figure that neither dared to confront. The school festival brought both comic relief and subtle tension. Kofi attempted traditional dancing to impress Amina but ended up stepping on her feet multiple times, drawing laughter from everyone. Rival schools noticed Kofi's antics and started plotting to undermine him. Things escalated when Malik spread rumors that Amina only liked Kofi because of his school fame. Hurt, Amina began avoiding him, leaving Kofi frantic and desperate, trying, and failing, at every possible way to make things right. Their turning point came under the old mango tree near the school. Kofi confronted Amina, pouring out his heart, explaining that he cared for her not for her status, but for who she was. A storm brewed overhead, echoing the tension between them, and for a long moment, Amina's eyes were unreadable. Then, when she saw Kofi standing up for another student against bullies, her heart softened. She realized his bravery and kindness weren't just words, they were actions. The inter-school quiz competition brought their relationship to the ultimate test. The rival school tried to cheat, hiding notes around the hall. Kofi, in his typical chaotic way, accidentally spilled water on the papers, but he and Amina improvised brilliantly. Amina's intelligence shone through, answering the final question with confidence and grace, leaving the audience in awe. When rival students tried to vandalize their project before the final presentation, Kofi stayed calm, fixing it just in time, though not without a few small explosions from his last-minute science hacks that made everyone laugh nervously. A tense confrontation with Malik and the rival students almost turned physical, but Amina bravely stepped in, reminding Kofi why she was worth fighting for, not just for others, but for their love. Later, the village elders offered advice in their humorous, wise way: love is like pounded yam, soft but strong when you need it most. Their words made Kofi and Amina reflect, and the metaphor became a guiding principle for them. Under the ancient baobab tree, Kofi finally confessed his feelings in earnest, pouring out his heart with no jokes or distractions. Amina responded with her own heartfelt words, tears glimmering in her eyes. In that moment, all the tension, teasing, and mischief melted away, leaving only two young hearts bound together. The celebration that followed was unforgettable. Zambezi High won the quiz competition despite the sabotage, and the rival school grudgingly acknowledged their victory. The village festival overflowed with music, dance, and drumming. Kofi and Amina danced together, their connection now undeniable. As an elder narrated, "Those who dare love bravely will see their hearts rise like the morning sun." The crowd cheered, and the young couple held hands, smiling at the journey they had survived together. Finally, sitting on a hill overlooking the village, Kofi tried to impress Amina with a backflip, only to land in a bush. Amina laughed, shaking her head, and in that laughter, Kofi found everything he ever wanted. True love had triumphed, tested by rivalry, mischief, and life's little chaos, but unbroken. And in the heart of Zambezi High, Kofi and Amina promised to face all trials together, their story becoming a legend whispered through generations.